So good morning. We're back here on a Friday, and the Yanmar is actually scheduled for its 50-hour service today. Hopefully they'll be along shortly with the service truck and the filters and fluid that I need for that. But in the meantime, I wanted to give you guys a little progress report on what we're doing here. This job has temporarily been suspended right now. They're trying to figure out the environmental assessment before we do any more on this job. So I don't know how long it'll be before we get back on it. But you can see we have put in a considerable chunk of road compared to where you last saw us. And taking a little bit of a walk back, try and find a dry spot so we don't sink too much. So we spent a little bit of time yesterday just trying to clean up a lot of the stuff that we felled. Now, off to the side there are still trees that are supposed to be, like these two leaners here, that need to be pulled down. However, the owner of the property wants us to cease and desist all the work for the time being, so we're not going to worry about that too much. So we did spend a fair bit of time clearing out. You can see this area to the right where they wanted this widened out. Well, we definitely got it widened out. We got a whole bunch of stumps and everything else here. Oh, the bugs are bad this morning. But this line here, stumps, is pretty much the property line. Can't go much further than that. Well, further than that to the left. And the back, although it's a little hard to dictate right now because it's pretty still thick with cedars. But we do actually have a fair bit back there that's already felled and on the ground. The job got shut down before we could get back to it to pull it out and to pull all these stumps out. And see the stumps that are left. But regardless, from where we started, you can see we're definitely worked our way back a good piece, and everything we did clear, you know, the land is definitely clear. It's not in bad shape at all. So we got our big piles of cedar, poplar, and brush stacked up along the sides. This was more just out of convenience really than any method. We just had to keep pulling the stuff out to get it out of our way so we could progress further. It didn't make sense to pull this all the way back out into the marsh when we're still before the job got shut down. The idea was that this area over here was going to be filled in with stone, the same height as where the Yanmar is sitting right now, and that was going to be our turnaround spot for the dump trucks, all in here. So it didn't make sense to fill that with brush, so we just stacked it up to the sides. But for now, I just was cleaning out the tracks this morning. So it was pretty wet and sticky in there yesterday, so I decided to let it sit overnight. It was really hot yesterday, so this morning it came out pretty easy. It was mostly all dry, so you can tell it wasn't too bad to clean them this morning. right now, there's not much more we can do on this job, so we're gonna let this sit, and we're gonna let the environmental people do what they've got to do, and then we'll come back in once they're ready to proceed, and once they're ready to keep going on this, we'll come back in and we'll keep going. But for now, we're just waiting on our service truck and our service tech, and then we'll see where our next job lays, so we can get the Yanmar moved and get things going on to the next project. So for now, this is Aaron from AG Snow and Stump, and we're signing off on this job. We'll catch you on the next one. Hope everyone has a great Friday, and hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.